Okay, I want to turn to the political thing before we run out of time. I kind of always thought Mitt Romney would get into this, but I didn't think he'd get into it this early. And this is all but a declaration, if it's correctly reported from CBS. I have no independent confirmation of this.
I have independent confirmation for what it's worth, and this is he did say this to this group of donors that he's now formally. But let's realize, Hugh, for 3 months he's been meeting with donors. Why do you do that?
Right, and he told me circumstances can change.
Done that in 12, right?
Yeah.
So he's been pondering this for a while. He just said it and wanted it to go public. Let's remember this. They wanted this to go public. Now, what is this in response to? It's in response to Jeb Bush. And I'll be honest with you, Hugh, I don't know if there's room for Mitt Romney with Jeb being as aggressive as he is and trying to essentially corner the market on donors. And I think they fish from the same pond, Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush.
Here's my question for you.
Today, put it this way: Mitt Romney gets in, then this was a good day to be Rand Paul.
Possibly, although I actually don't think Romney would join the debates. I think he would stand aside and say to the 14 people on the stage, you know who I would
go enjoy yourself.
Yeah, go enjoy yourself. I've been there and I've done that, and I'll let the primary vote.
Well, it's funny you say this. Here's what I was told about where Romney's headed then. He is not going to run through the gauntlet again. He's not going to do Iowa, New Hampshire. What he wants to do is basically be there, ready to take the nomination when the party totally is on the verge of they can't decide who to be with. Is it Huckabee? Is it Paul? Is it Jeb? And then in March or April of 16, he says, "Okay, you know I can raise the $1.5 billion. You know that I'm not going to mess this up. I know what I'm doing." That's basically the turf he's trying to carve out. I just think Jeb has just made it that much harder for him.
Now, you, as the former editor of Hotline, you know the devil's in the details. There are filing deadlines and delegate slates that have to. There's legal stuff. When do those start to provide tripwires for Team Romney? I actually don't know the answer to this question even remotely.
It's if I'm going to go by previous years, and some of the rules have changed. Some of the first sets of delegate deadlines are much earlier than you realize. They're in the calendar year of 2015. Whether it's petition to get on the ballot, like Ohio, it has a ridiculous, and New York have horrible, crazy petition where you've got to get a certain amount of signatures in a congressional district to get your delegate slate on the ballot. And if you're not doing that stuff in September, October, November of the calendar year before, you're not going to be able to get on the ballot, as we saw. Remember, Rick Santorum couldn't get on every county ballot in some states late in the game, and this was stuff deadlines that he'd missed 3 and 4 months previous is when you have to do it. So I would say it's late, it's Thanksgiving at the absolute latest.
Yeah, and I expect Romney's not going to miss deadlines. I just think he's going to file on every ballot and wait and see. Now,